There can be many reasons why you would need to move out of a rented apartment or house. In this video, we'll cover the basics of the process as well as the other possible scenarios such as breaking a lease and eviction. Just remember that this video can only scratch the surface of these things and is intended only for educational purposes and not for legal advice. First up is if you simply found a new place and want to move out. If this is the case, then you should let your landlord know as soon as possible. Remember the important lease document that we talked about in the previous video? Well, now's the time to refer to it. Let your landlord know ahead of time according to what the lease says, and do so in writing. This will help keep everything on record. If there's nothing on the lease about it, then 10 days is typically the accepted time for notice. Now comes your security deposit, which you probably want as soon as possible. In Colorado, the landlord will have 60 days to return this money to you unless the lease says otherwise. This deposit will be used for any damages or cleaning that needs to be done after you leave, so be sure to request for an itemized list of how your money was used. Oh, and of course leave a forwarding address so the money and the list can be sent to you. Know that if your landlord does not return the security deposit to you within 60 days, you can take them to a small claims court and receive triple the amount. Lastly is to do a walkthrough with the landlord before turning in your keys. If you took photos and had a checklist from when you first moved in, this is where you would use them for comparison. You can also use this time to make sure that you're leaving the place in tip-top shape so you won't get too much deducted from your deposit. Next up is breaking a lease. There can be many reasons for having to do this, ranging from a job loss, a move to another town, or even a medical or dangerous condition. Usually, breaking a lease can be negotiated with the landlord at the expense of a couple months' rent. Otherwise, you would need a solid paper trail about why you're wanting to break a legal contract. This can be anything from a medical letter proving why staying in the area is dangerous to you, or a proof of a job loss. For more help and examples, go ahead and click this link. If you happen to be forced to move out by eviction, there should be a 3-day notice to vacate the property that's specific to your address and is posted on your door. You can use this time to negotiate and solve the problem. Otherwise, the landlord will get a court date that you must attend. The judge will then give you how much time you have to move, which is usually 48 hours. If you don't meet this deadline, a sheriff or a police officer will show up at the property and take your things out on the sidewalk. Which would be bad, of course, so don't let it come to that. In other cases, the landlord will give you a 30-day notice to quit the property, which means that you have no choice but to leave and there isn't any negotiating to be done. There are many reasons why this might happen, but definitely start looking for a new place so that you can move. All of the content covered here can be located in the CSU Extension website and the CSU Office of Off-Campus Student Services page, which can be found here. Please remember that this is an educational video, and if you need any legal help, it's better to seek a legal services professional to assist you.